Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 3, the finaling day of Indie Revolution Expo. I'm Rev, this is my co-host Josh and Tech, and Josh is going to be setting up our gameplay for game exhibit number this one, and it's going to be a lot. We've got
10.
Number 10 already?
Number 10.
10.
Yeah.
We've done 5 to 8 games every one, which makes us with a lot of games.
It's basically an average of like 30-ish games a day.
Woo! Whoa. No, wow.
Like,
okay, so that puts
just
us at like
on the math.
That puts us at like 25 today. Then okay,
yeah.
I was like, wow, 30-ish games that we got.
I would consider 25 to be 30-ish. So.
Yeah, no, but my thought process was 35. Wait, that means we have 50 some odd games to get through today because math is not my strong suit.
30, 60, 90.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of really good games. Some of these games are games that I am envious that we get to give away and that I'm not eligible for. I know I've said that a lot this convention.
Excuse the camera switches, by the way, everyone. I guess I got to do those. Go ahead.
But it is very much a true fact. I've been sitting here as we're running through notes and running through the videos and the setup on all of these, and it's like, God damn it, I really want this game. So if anybody out there wants to be my indie game
Angel,
you'd be my hero. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Just send me a tweet or a private message on Twitter, at Reverend DS, and be like, yes, I'm willing to shell out $500 to buy you all of the games that you want out of IRX.
But says the guy who gets more press codes than anyone in the audience.
Anyone in the audience, right? Welcome to day 3. We're kind of a little bit tired. Oh, just a reminder, we are doing, for the first time this year, Audience Choice Award of IRX. So in order to put in your vote for the best game chosen by the audience, you need to tweet my favorite game at Indie Revolution Expo, or Indie Rev Expo, because that's the Twitter handle.
My favorite game at Indie Rev, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Dang it, now you threw off my patter. Is the name of the game, and then hashtag it with IRX16. And then we'll be collecting those and then looking at them. You threw me off!
Because your grammar sucks. You forgot the at. My favorite game, Indie Rev Expo, it's at Indie Rev Expo.
Yes, that's what I said.
You did not say at.
My favorite game
it's recorded.
At Indie
you can listen to it.
Expo is okay. We will. We'll listen to the recording.
All right, I'll write down a little note
to check it.
See how petty we are after last night's debating for the awards.
Rev said in when Josh thinks he didn't before.
We're just a bunch of douchebags.
Exhibit. I can't spell exhibit to save my fucking life.
Also, while we're waiting, go ahead and check out our sponsors down below the stream. Tiny Build, fantastic independent publisher. They've got some really good games. Indie Box is hashtag bring back the box. Every month they send you a really nifty, you can't see it, but I'm holding it up right now, a nifty green box that says Indie Box, and it has all the info on it, your address, and all that fun jazz. And inside is a collector's box of whatever game is chosen. The game for this month is Hand of Fate. Last month was Moon Hunters. Really cool box. We are affiliated with both of those groups. However, check them out. We also are partnered with Game Kicker, which is kind of a independent game studio crowdfunding thing. And by that I mean it is exactly that.
All right, we're good.
Can I just mention really quick that that Rumblecade who did Rockabilly Beatdown made a post about us covering their game yesterday, and it's really funny because they picked quotes out, and because it's been so busy and so hectic, it took me a minute to like remember that we did actually say these things. But it's really funny how it's like the first one and the third one are like really like tame. It's just like it's a surprising amount of fun. The art is so good, and then the middle one is thanks, Rev. There's literally nothing about this game that doesn't make me giggle with glee, which is only something that Rev could say. So,
all right.
I want to see the link on that one.
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
I posted it to our page on Facebook, so you should be able to see it there.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, and then one last thing before we dive in. Don't forget to get your entries in for the Indie Revolution Expo 2016 Indie Game Mega Pack giveaway. It's 33 games being given away in one big bundle of awesome.
Yes. Go get it. And we're ready to start. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Well, first up, game exhibit number 10 on the third day. It's the first one for today. First game for today is Crawl. Enjoy.
This is alive with monsters. Where mine shafts cut through subterranean lakes, we find this gargantuan fish-like slug with high-top, flashing winged reptiles, spitting clouds of searing flame, and others cyclopean hulks who hurl rotted slabs of stone dwarfed the teleporting tentacle abominations rocking with spears and beams, fire and steel. And them, scampering repugnant vessels of precious humanity. They come with fancy of wealth and valor. They use elixirs, tricks and spells and otherworldly trinkets, and they hack and dash and cast and thrash against our teeth and wings and claws. But I can kill them, climb inside and wear their living bodies as my own. These men are mine to wield as knives and tear a hole upon the face of this abyss through which to climb and be returned upon the world. And today I slay the gatekeeper, and today I am free. Beneath our feet, cursed to drift the halls forever, dead and alone.
So I've got to say that if we ever were to do a best trailer award,
oh my god, yeah.
This
one
is
might
an
win.
awesome trailer.
This one
Oh, yeah.
This one definitely gets up there.
Yeah. So
I think it also helps that the game is really cool too, though.
So first thing is that there is a giveaway for this game, one winner. If you want a copy of it, make sure you vote yes on the side. And in order to vote, you do have to sign into the chat, so make sure you do that. Crawl is by Powerhoof. This is the third game they've exhibited this weekend, and the third awesome game, I should say. It's on Steam for $9.99.
Wait, what was the fourth game that wasn't awesome?
There was no fourth game.
Oh, okay. You just quantified it as their third awesome.
These are
game.
these are the same.
3 out of
If
3.
I'm not mistaken, these are the same guys who did the Maitre D,
Yes.
just in a different
Yeah.
group.
Yep.
So,
the Maitre D and regular human
if you-
basketball.
If you thought that both regular human basketball and the Maitre D were funny, hilarious, quirky games, come play this and kill all of your friends as a giant crazy monster that gets stronger the more you play the game.
Yeah, and actually, what happens? It's not only that, but you actually start off as a hero, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's multiplayer,
Mhm.
and by multiplayer it's local multiplayer. But the way it starts out is there's one person who's playing the hero, and then everybody else playing starts as
Oh, I thought it was
the
like
monsters.
Okay, gotcha.
Starts as the monsters around, and the monsters are like really crappy, and you're gonna get killed like so much. and the hero's just going to completely stomp everybody. Until after a little bit, the monsters start getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, and then when the human dies, somebody else is given the human, and then the human who died becomes another monster, and you can just cycle through and just have a lot of fun. It's super exciting. When we first saw this game, probably about a year ago. It might have been a little bit longer than
we covered
ago.
on the
Has
podcast.
it been a year already?
It's been a while.
Oh yeah. This is probably one of my more memorable games we've ever talked about.
Great game
for real.
These guys are a bunch of talented bunch of devs. With that said,
that puts it mildly.
Like 5 seconds before I close this contest or for the giveaway. And all right, here we go. One winner to rule them all. The winner is Little Tin Man. Congratulations. You get a copy of Crawl. I will whisper that to you shortly. In the meantime, enjoy the second game, Push For Emor. That is Push For Emor by Lupus Solus, and you can follow them on Twitter at Push For Emor. It's going to be on PC, however, it's no price announced. This is a game on a grand scale with a big scope and a lot of ambition.
Ridiculous scale.
But something that's really what's the word I'm looking for? Relieving, I guess, because that whole scale thing is a very big sort of scary thing when it comes to open world exploration games with flying and stuff. Because we've seen how a lot of open world adventure games with flying and stuff have done in the past. But I'm really glad that instead of focusing on, like, we need to make this the prettiest game ever, and they've more focused on, let's just start packing this world with so much content.
Everything that there is to do. So, I don't know if you guys caught that during this trailer. If you see a vehicle, you can pilot it. You can take it over.
Anything.
You can...
Yeah. Any vehicle.
There's a bicycle, or space bicycle, I guess.
Hijack high-tech planes. Hijack low-tech planes.
Pretty much anything that is a vehicle in this game. It's not just a object to be sitting there. You can take it over and fly it, and
also VR.
It's VR capable.
Man, that's assuming that this game, and I always want to give a benefit of the doubt because, like you said, it is kind of scary with that huge of a scope for an indie team,
right?
But it is doable, and if that really comes into fruition, all this that they want to put in, and then you put it in a VR, like, this is the kind of game that will suck you out of your life and forever stay in that one.
It's basically Oblivion in space.
Yeah,
this is Oblivion in space. That's what it sort of looks like.
All right. Well,
hey, Tech, real quick before we jump into the next one, can you be grabbing links and putting those in chat? Sorry.
Of course.
Yeah, do that.
So just for that, we've got a website.
While Tech is doing that, we'll go ahead and start the third game, SKYHILL, which we have a giveaway for this one as well.
This way! Legend!
That's an ad. I thought that was the game. SKYHILL, point and survive. What's this game is? Once I can get it restarted, there we go. By Mandragora. You can follow him on Twitter at Mandragora. Of course, it's on Steam for $14.99. It's a survival horror game with crafting, and it's also a roguelike because you have to start at the beginning and last as long as you can, and hopefully get out of the hotel that you've been staying in when it's not quite zombies. It's more like mutants. Everyone's just been transformed into monsters.
I think it was like I can't remember exactly, but it's some sort of like disaster, basically.
So you're
caught in the middle of it.
You're trying to go get out of this hotel, and there's like 100 stories, and you have to fight your way as you're seeing through the monsters while collecting material, and you have to go back up to your room to craft that sort of stuff. So you have to like judge, how far you're going to go, and then go back up to heal and craft and that sort of stuff. I think every 5 or 10 floors you unlock the elevator, so you can not have to walk all the way back up, that sort of thing. So you don't have to walk 100 stories up to your room. Again, there is a giveaway for this. If you want to win a copy, please vote yes. Sign in to do so.
Yes.
This have you guys played this game?
I have not.
No, I haven't, but I do like I do like the idea.
I have the game, and it's super fun.
Cool.
I'm pretty bad. I feel like I say I'm bad at games a lot. Maybe I'm just bad at games, but I'm pretty bad at roguelikes. But this was very user friendly. It didn't take long for me to at first I was like getting my ass kicked, but it didn't take long. Like once I got my ass kicked, it was easy to learn from it.
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong.
And I feel like when the point of the game is to escape, this tower, it looks like they've put a lot of thought into making it simple enough to not be bogged down by menus and the menu game while you're trying to still escape the tower, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a game of menus in a roguelike where you're going to be dying and then restarting and looking at all those menus again.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, the giveaway will end in 15 seconds. In the meantime, we have the next game will be coming up is Lone Chameleon after we do the giveaway. 5 seconds. And here we go. Let me just double check how many I have of these. I can't see the other list, so
I show it as 2.
There we go. Yeah, 2. Here we go. Donnelly time. Congratulations, Tim.
Huzzah!
And Jesse Fat Cat. You guys win copies of SKYHILL. Hope you enjoy. I will whisper them to you shortly. All right. Next up, the Lone Chameleon. So that is The Lone Chameleon by Dove and Spider Games, and yes, Dove and Spider is one word. You can follow
How
it.
about that old school Mac logo?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you
I
can
just
follow
noticed
it
that.
on Twitter at Lone Chameleon. It's going to be available on PC, but no price announced. Yeah, I think that's one of the points of this game is to kind of give that retro, old school PC feel or Mac feel. Even.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ironically, it doesn't seem as if the chameleon character is alone, since there are 4 different ones.
Well, I think it's more he's alone in the sense that he doesn't fit in with the rest of the group. Like the rest of the group, it's like, oh yeah, you guys have very specific abilities that will help you through this challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, who's that guy over there? Blue guy? Well, there's only one exit, and it's through all of these challenges, so good luck. That's probably what it is. And honestly, I really like that idea where you do have three characters who are competent that then have to carry along one of the characters. That adds a level of...
Aminomad in the chat is the developer, and they're saying that it's actually free. You couldn't find the price, so that would explain that. And I hope you go...
I tried to post the link, but it doesn't seem to be... There it goes. Hitbox was having a problem. There's the link to the website. Definitely check it out.
If it's free, then you have nothing to lose, so definitely go play it.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Spend the time on it. Dove and Spider Games, good job. Good job, Aminomad.
And if you have any questions on it, feel free. Dev is in chat.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Perfect opportunity.
All right.
Moving on, we have something that a lot of people are anticipating very at the edge of their seats. It's only going to be a few more months. Pixel Art Academy.
Here we go.
Hey, my name is Matej from Retronator, and I wanted to give you a short demo of Pixel Art Academy, so let's dive right in. Pixel Art Academy is an adventure game that was funded on Kickstarter last summer, and in it you take role of an art student that is studying at the Retropolis Academy of Art. And what is special about the game is that as your character is learning art in the game, you're actually learning how to draw yourself. The game plays as a text adventure or as a point-and-click adventure, so you can issue commands out, like turn on the lights.
There are no light switches in this apartment. I'd better instruct my computer to do it.
The adventure parts are more like a tech demo right now. You can click around or you can type in commands to move your character, and if you know the right commands, there will be also quite some Easter eggs in there.
Nice idea, but they didn't code coffee into the game yet.
That gives you an idea of the atmosphere the game is set in, but let's skip right ahead into the drawing parts. In this quest you meet a game developer on campus and they want you to draw some graphics for their video game, and we're partnering with Lexalawful and integrating their Pico 8 fantasy console into the game. So here you see right now there is just a green square snake eating brown squares for food, and as we go into our drawing app we actually see a list of these sprites that we get to draw. So here I'm gonna go and get started on the food piece, and I'm gonna turn it out of a brown square into, let's say, an apple. And so you will have an in-game editor for pixel art, although you will also be able to use whatever you're already used to, such as GIMP, Photoshop, ACPrite. I will jump ahead to where we run Pico 8 again, and as you can see, all the sprites that we have drawn are now replaced in the game. And this is how Pixel Art Academy will give you concrete tasks together with learning material of how to make your art better. Of course, this is just the start. Later on the game will give you harder things to draw. You will need to work with an art director and deliver things in a certain style. And the whole point is, as the game grows, your art skills grow with it. This is just an example of a storyline, and it will be the one we'll be focusing on developing this year. But because this is Pixel Art Academy is an online game, we are able to iterate very quickly and push new quests out as we go along. There will also be things like a practice journal, a timetable, virtual library, and a place to upload your artworks, of which we already have a prototype that is running with our alpha players. So yeah, this is just a short glimpse into Pixel Art Academy, and I hope you will have fun playing it.
All right, that is Pixel Art Academy, and by Retronator. Matej, he's in the chat. Check him out. Ask him questions in the chat.
He also did a panel discussion on learning difficult skills, drawing and other stuff that will be uploaded onto the website. So if you are very interested in this, go watch him talk. He really is an awesome guy and has so many great things to say. I think he said it. I feel like he said it better than we could.
Follow him on Twitter at Retronator. I do have to say that Matej is going to turn me into an artist yet, at least a picture artist. And this guy, what'd you say? What'd you say he was last night about his skill? You said something about like him being like a pixel art god.
Yeah.
When we were debating some awards, we were like, he's kind of a pixel art god.
I mean, like if you look at some of the murals that this guy has put out, like, and also this guy has been he's been working at Stanford, and this is I believe this is his thesis. Like this is what he's been working towards for a educational product as well as art and all that stuff. So
the educational part, by the way, the educational materials, I should say, will be free. The game you have to pay for, but it's totally worth it, I think.
And you can pre-order it right now on pixelart.academy.
Yes.
No .com, it's pixelart.academy.
Also, by the way, if you check out his blog, I think it's just retronator.com, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Matej. But if you go on there, you'll see his the art that he's worked on. He has a piece of art, a piece of pixel art, I think he said he worked on for like 3 years, and that thing is beautiful. Like, I would pay money to be able to hang that up on my wall.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So you can pre-order the full game right now for $20. I don't know if that's a special price, because they do have $25 scratched off, or if $25 will be the release price. But you can pre-order it right now so that day one you will get it and you will start your journey learning how to do pixel art.
Absolutely. Speaking of something else that's a very nice aesthetic to it, that next game is called Don't Kill Her.
Since I've known you, you never stop pursuing me. I can't prevent our story to repeat itself, but still, I can tell it to you differently. Our story is nothing like another story, because it is ours. Me and you, my murderer. What I have to offer, you'll forget it. All the things I build up, you'll shatter them. Everything that keeps me alive, you'll kill it. My fate is painful. I can't alter it. It doesn't matter. Because this time, just for once, I want to have faith. I'll try anything, whatever it costs. No choice is given, but the rest belongs to us.
That is Don't Kill Her by Wutherer, I think is how you pronounce it, and you can follow him on Twitter at Wutherer. You can actually play it for free, at least the demo of it, or the alpha, I think it is, on Game Jolt. It is currently, it said follow or vote for them on Greenlight. They are finally greenlit already, so congratulations to them. Oh, man, and obviously the first thing that you're going to see about this game is the art.
Very unique. It's a really great, really beautiful hand-drawn.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And not only that, but I do believe I have played this game, and it is surprisingly smooth and surprisingly intuitive.
It's a puzzle platformer, right? So
exactly.
The important thing for, because you mentioned smooth and intuitive, the important thing for platformers is that the controls are tight, unless there's a mechanic that has to do with sliding. But
this is a really tight game.
So it is really tight when you're playing it.
Oh yeah.
What about the puzzles? Do you remember if they are?
So the puzzles are the ones that I remember weren't hard, but they weren't puzzles where you can just look at it and be, oh, I know this puzzle. You sort of have to go into the puzzle and experiment and figure out like what things do, and then from there determine the logical next step. And so it's not like it's not necessarily it's very intuitive, but it's not necessarily obvious, if that's a good way to put it.
So I mean, it's satisfying without being frustrating.
Exactly,
is what you're saying.
Yes.
So Don't Kill Her, go check it out. Let the dev know how much you love the game, and tell them IRX sent you.